since I'm nothing but predictable, today I'll be talking about computers again. But today I hope to do something different. I hope to show you all that programming isn't some mysterious skill only known by a spare few, and that really with a little bit of work, anyone can learn programming. In a survey done by Stack Overflow of the most wanted programming languages among developers, taken early last year, Python was by far the most sought after language by developers. And as written in an article by Esther Schein, Python for Beginners in 2015, Python is a great starting program for beginners due to its simplicity in writing, due to its simplicity in its language, and due to its simplicity in the language, allowing people to start writing programs without having to know a lot of background. Now, the first step to writing a program in Python is to, of course, download Python. This is pretty simple. Like most downloads, you simply go to their website, click the download button, and run the installer that comes along with it. Now, if you just follow the recommended settings, you should get a program called idle with your Python download. And this allows us to easily and quickly write and run our Python code, which looks a little bit like this. Now, the second step of writing our program is going to be using the print statement. It's a little bit cut off to the side, sorry. There we go. Is the print statement. Now, this statement is pretty straightforward. It takes a message in the parentheses and just writes it out to the console. So if we run it, just as expected, it writes out hello everyone. And now at this point, you've technically written a program, but of course it's not very interesting, and we want to do a little bit more. And in order to do that, we're going to need to understand variables. Now, variables are pretty straightforward. It's just a box with a label on it that you can really put whatever you want. In this case, we're going to put a name. Let's say Kimmy. So what this program will do is it will take the name Kimmy, shove it in a box called name, and then in the print statement, as we used in our previous step, it will take name and insert it right into the middle of the sentence we have written, giving us hello Kimmy. Pretty straightforward. Now, this program would be perfect if everyone in the world's name is Kimmy, but as it's not, we're going to need to use one more step to make our program really interactive, and that is input. This line here. What input does, similar to print, when the computer encounters it, it knows to do something special. While print takes a sentence and writes it out to the console, input, when the computer encounters input, it waits for the user to write something and then shoves that into the variable. So in this program, the computer will write out, what's her name, wait for us to type something, take that value that we've typed, shove it in name, and then like in our last step, it'll put that into the sentence, giving us, as we expect, what's your name? My name is Jenna. Hello, Jenna. Pretty straightforward. In just 3 lines, we've written a program that is, we've written an interactive program in Python that's really comprehensible. We can read it, look at it, and pretty simply understand what it does. And while of course this doesn't look like a lot, you simply type in your name and it says it back to you. Programming is simply taking these ideas and expanding upon them. In 10 major uses for Python in the For Dummies website, as written by John Mueller, NASA uses Python to organize all of its projects. HP uses Python to write custom search engines for processing large amounts of data. And even large game servers, like EVE Online, use Python for managing both the server and the client side of the video games. And so while it may seem like an alien task at first, with a little bit of work and a little bit more research, anyone can really get into